Hey, everybody. So Senator Rand Paul is upset about the Nikki Haley's in her party, and let's listen to it. Hey, why don't we get Rand Paul on the show?
Yeah, why don't you? That's a good idea.
We should try to get Rand Paul on the show. I'd love to interview him.
Did you ever get Ron?
I've had Ron Paul on the show.
At least twice.
Yeah.
I did stump him with the question about, has there ever been a time in history when the capitalists took over and they didn't immediately screw the workers and poison the water?
I want to know, like, for libertarians, like, how come all these people at the top are libertarians, but they just don't want me to be one? They want me to be some kind of weird controlled tech slave or something.
Because they're not real libertarians, maybe? I don't know. Here's what Rand Paul has to say about her.
Why were you so inflamed by her campaign that you built this website?
Now, what is the website that he built? Does anybody know?
Oh, I hope it's not revenge porn.
He must have built. What is the? I can't believe I'm doing this segment, and I don't know. Actually, I can believe.
FNikkiHaley.gov.
Hey Siri, what is the website Rand Paul made about Nikki Haley? He launched a Never Nikki website ahead of the Iowa caucuses.
Oh.
Did you know that? That's true. I didn't know that. So that's his website, Never Nikki. Okay, so now we know the website. Here we go.
Well, you know, nobody ever accused me of going halfway into anything,
Fair.
And it really
except that perm.
Yeah.
It just,
I'm looking at your perm right now, dude. He's not going to do the show if you talk like that.
You're right. Come on,
Ryan Grimm will never do it ever since I trashed his hair so bad, and then that airplane gag about him.
I like their new strategy is don't respond to us. I don't think it's working, but here we go.
it gets to me at a very basic level. It gets to me when I see people who I think care more about the borders of Ukraine than they care about our own southern border. And
I'm with Rand Paul in this. I was with him at his questioning of Fauci. I was with him in his pushback against the vaccine schedule and all that other stuff. So I'm with Rand Paul. So, you know, I will unite with anyone to do good and no one to do bad. And so I apologize for the hair joke is what I'm saying.
Fair
these
enough.
people every day because they're the entire Democrat caucus up here, but they're half of my caucus. Half of my Republican caucus is, as we speak, ready to sell out, and they're ready to sell out fake border reform in exchange for what they really want, which is to send more of your tax dollars to Ukraine. I think Nikki Haley fits right in that camp. I think she's from the McConnell, Dick Cheney wing of the party, and this is the antithesis of everything I believe in. I've spent a few years trying to promote the ideas of liberty. There is a wing of the party that believes in that, and I want to make sure anybody that follows what I do knows that there's no way, shape, or form I could support Nikki Haley.
So when he calls half the Republican Party sellout, he doesn't mean that their ability to fill an Elks Lodge on a Saturday. That's not what he's talking about.
No.
No.
He doesn't mean as in like a Kid Rock concert.
No, he means that they're not true to their values, Kurt, and we congratulate him for being at least half right there. I don't know how he let the other half escape, but it's a good start. And by the way, let me just say, apparently he rode a motorcycle into that interview because that's a great looking vest he's wearing, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even really pay close attention to
maybe
his vest.
it was chilly in that. Was it chilly in the studio? You think? Why do I care about appearances today? That's all I'm thinking about.
Oh, I thought you were chilly and thinking about getting a vest.
Maybe I'm chilly.
Because I need the AC on. I'm too hot.
Kurt likes the AC on. I like it off. He says tomato. I say tomato. Right? So, so he's saying that Nikki Haley is a Republican in name only. Well, it looks like she had the affair with the wrong guy. So many unstoppable marriages, so little time. I don't even get that joke.
Oh yeah, she was. Well, her husband was deployed or whatever the hell. She was like, it's an open secret that she.
Oh, she had an affair.
Yeah, she's a real.
I am not
real
following.
Fannie Willis around South Carolina. If you know what I mean.
Fannie.
I don't think Fannie put them kind of numbers.
Isn't
up
it
either.
funny that people opposing Trump are exactly like Trump? Isn't that something?
I think Trump wasn't cheating while he was president, and the reason I think he wasn't was Sasha used to laugh because he knew people that worked, and he goes, yeah, he apparently can't get whores into the White House, so he must be going crazy right now.
Oh, he's no JFK, huh?
Yeah, when he made a joke like he must be fucking the holes on the golf course because he's so pent up, and I was like, wow, he can't. I guess he can't. He extra can't.
Yeah, because that believe me, the CIA and this FBI have him wired and videotaped every step he makes.
I mean, even
and
Obama
they tap all his calls. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. He was being, yeah. Even Obama had to only make love to a man in his mind. That's his words, not mine.
So I gotta say, tip of the hat to Rand Paul here, though. He's making a principled stance on Ukraine and border security,
and a lot of powerful enemies, I'm pretty sure.
And
right now.
Yes, and I actually, you know what? I actually flipped on border security. I think we actually need an organized entry into this country. We need. If I have to take my shoes off at the airport and I have to show an ID to get on a plane, somebody should have to be able to track the people who come into this country.
That is crazy. I never stuck with the annoyingness of the getting on a plane into it, but now it's like really irritating when I figure that in.
Yeah,
taking my goddamn shoes off.
Yeah, that's why you got to get TSA approved.
Yeah, I know. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. I even have the global entry, which I let them take a picture of my face, and I come in and I just do that. It's like I gave it up. I did. Honest. It's all. The only thing I won't do is I won't go to a CBDS,
Yeah.
Central Bank Digital Card, CBDC. Is that what it's?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I won't do a vaccine passport. Although when I say that, I realize I already did that.
I gave all my personal information to Candy Crush some 10 years ago. They have power of attorney over me now.
It's over. We're through the looking glass.
Yeah.
They got you. If the phone tracks you everywhere you go and listens in on you.
Yeah, well, I would say around the world, the effectiveness of that has been shown to be deficient a lot recently.
What do you mean?
Well, Gaza, the most spied on place on earth.
Yeah,
right?
Believe me, they knew that attack was coming.
Okay, but they didn't know the Houthis were going to be successfully blockading.
Well, I think they thought they would be able to deter them, and they can't.
Yeah, that's right. It's shocking. But I remember when people used to go, these crazies that think they're going to fight the government and tyranny.
Yeah, they are.
And like the Taliban did it pretty good.
They certainly did. And anyway, so good for Rand Paul. Believe me, Ukraine's getting their money. They're going to give them one more round of funding, at least one more. And the Republicans are going to vote for it because they're going to say, hey, we got this border security, which, as Rand Paul just pointed out, isn't real.
Yeah, right.
He just said it was, didn't he say it was a phony thing? First of all, and I also want to point out that Tucker Carlson is wearing a pocket.
Nobody ever accused me of going halfway into anything.
Fair.
And
as he wears a vest. You won't even put on a full jacket. Come on.
You only got a perm on the top and you're wearing a vest. I can't.
Come on. You're a walking poster child for halfway in.
It gets to me at a very basic level. It gets to me when I see people who I think.
I mean, a vest is not what I would call balls deep. That's all I'm saying.
Care more about the borders of Ukraine than they care about our own southern border. And I see these people every day because they're the entire Democrat caucus up here, but they're half of my caucus. Half of my Republican caucus is, as we speak, ready to sell out, and they're ready to sell out fake border reform.
Fake? So he's calling it fake border reform. And I got to tell you, every time
Mike Johnson is being fake?
Yeah. And every time he says caucus and it makes me, I feel like I'm going to have to bleep it. Honest to God. Half my caucus is hard listening to that. I've got a half hard caucus. Okay, but anyway, in spirit, we're with Rand Paul, and we have to make all our stupid, silly, juvenile jokes. But there you go.
Well, it's funny because the only other people that I hear talking like him, I guess Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's officially considered crazy because I guess she's not very good on the stock market, and she doesn't want to give money to Ukraine like a crazy person.
Like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Hey, come see us do a live stand-up show. We're going to be in Palmdale, California, Omaha, Nebraska, Des Moines, Milwaukee, Lansing, Michigan, Bend, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, Boston, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets, and we're adding a second show in London.